to deliver the opening remark. Sure.
Thank you very much for having me. Chairman and members of the advisory board, our resourceful panel of judges, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. We are at the beginning of a process that requires attention, patience, and sound judgment, one that will run its course and ultimately determine the outcome of this year's prize. The Nigeria Prize for Literature, worth $100,000, is notably one of the most prestigious literary prizes in Africa, as you already know, focuses on poetry this year. Expectations around this prize are usually shaped by the genre in focus and the quality of work it attracts. Poetry on its own requires a particular kind of attention, one that values precision, depth, and ability to express complex ideas in few words and with clarity. In many cases, a single line defines the entire piece. In 2022, this same category produced a winning work by Romeo Oreogun that has continued to hold its place within contemporary Nigerian literature. That cycle remains a useful reference for the standard this prize represents. In this year's cycle, we have recorded 223 entries, each reflecting the continued engagement of writers with this prize. At NLNG, we remain committed to sustaining a platform that supports literary excellence while inspiring a sustainable future. We have provided a platform, but the credibility of the prize rests on the integrity of the process and the quality of the works it attracts. Over the years, this prize has done more than recognize talent. In alignment with NLNG's core value of excellence, this prize has contributed to the growth of reading culture, encouraged discipline in writing, and sustained a space where Nigerian literature can continue to develop with confidence. What is fascinating is that annually, the Nigeria Prize for Literature ignites a spirited conversation that extends far beyond the bounds of the literary community. With every new cycle, it sparks anticipation, debate, critical reflection, and cultural engagement, drawing national attention to the role of literature as both a mirror and molder of society. The prize creates an important public moment in which ideas are contested, stories are examined, and the voices of Nigerian writers are amplified. In doing so, it sustains a vibrant tradition of intellectual exchange and reinforces literature's capacity to provoke thought, inspire dialogue, and deepen national consciousness. We have the media to thank for igniting some of these conversations, and we urge you to continue your good work of bringing both the art and the writers to limelight. The entries before us represent different voices, perspectives, and interpretations of the world around us. It marks the beginning of a process that will move from this room into months of reading, deliberation, and careful selection, from a long list of 11 to a short list of 3, and possibly to a winning work that will stand as a reference point for this cycle. As standard protocol, in a few moments, these works will be formally handed over to the advisory board under the able leadership of Professor Akachi Ajimora Ezebo, and to the panel of judges who will undertake the responsibility of evaluation. This task is immense, especially as every year signals unique works on a different literary genre, from the list of drama, children's, prose fiction, and poetry. We commend their dedication to upholding the highest literary standards. With great anticipation of another exciting award, we look forward to the outcome of the adjudication process and the grand celebration of the winning work in October this year. To the members of the advisory board and the panel of judges, we acknowledge the depth of work ahead and the responsibility it carries. To the writers whose entries are part of this process, your participation contributes to the continued relevance of this prize. With that said, it is our honor to hand over the 223 prizes, to hand over the 223 entries for the 2026 Nigeria Prize for Literature. Thank you very much.